The New York Knicks were bounced in the playoffs last year by the Miami Heat. However, this does not mean it was an unsuccessful season for him. Jalen Brunson really took himself into his own last season, becoming a true star player in my eyes, and well deserving of that contract that the Knicks gave him. Julius Randle, I still think, is a very solid player. I mean, he shoots his efficiency isn't always the best, but Julius Randle is pretty good. But if the Knicks still want to make a huge move going forward, Julius Randle is the best option on the team. I would not trade Brunson. Brunson's safe. RJ Barrett is pretty solid. I honestly don't think he's worth that contract. However, RJ Barrett is still very solid. Mitchell Robinson was great in the playoffs last year. He really beat up Evan Mobley and Jared Allen in that round versus the Cavs. Emmanuel Quickley was amazing off the bench for him. Josh Hart just had a huge extension with the Knicks. Good for him, and he will be playing plenty of minutes going forward for him. Hartenstein solid off the bench. Quentin Grimes was very good last season. And Dante DiVincenzo, the Knicks just brought in this offseason for 4 years, $50 million. Do I think this is a championship contending team? No, I really don't. However, I still think the New York Knicks going forward can be a great team. The New York Knicks obviously have a lot of young depth on the team as you look at the age of these players. You know, Brunson's 27, Randall 28, Barrett 23, Robinson 25, Quickly 24, Hart 28, Hartenstein 25, Grimes 23, DiVincenzo 26, Sims 24. I mean, Fournier doesn't count. I'm not going to play Fournier, but that's not the point. But either way, this team's still very young and exciting, and I think the Knicks just need a few more pieces to put it all together to become NBA champions. Yo, what's going on, guys? It's KG Presents, back at it with another video, and today I'm here in NBA 2K23, and we're going to be rebuilding the New York Knicks. That's right, we're going to be rebuilding the New York Knicks and hopefully win them an NBA championship. But first, we're going to simulate next season and see how that goes. So here's the lineup that we'll be rocking with this season. We're going to have Jalen Brunson, Josh Hart, RJ Barrett, Julius Randle, Mitchell Robinson, and off the bench, we're going to have Emmanuel Quickley, Dante DiVincenzo, Isaiah Hartenstein, and Quentin Grimes. Let's see what NBA 2K23 thinks of the New York Knicks this season. Fortunately, Jalen Brunson did not make the All-Star game. However, Julius Randle did. We'll be checking out his stats along with the rest of the team when the season concludes. So we're currently at the trade deadline. We're actually 41-15, which is just so much better than I thought we were going to be. We are second here in the Eastern Conference, only behind the Boston Celtics, who are 44-11. We're 3.5 games back. Honestly, I mean, rebuild this team, but I can't think of any moves that are going to really make this team so much better here right away. I think the starting lineup is pretty solid all around. Quickly, DiVincenzo, Hartenstein, and Grimes is really good off the bench. And I'm just going to see how the season plays out, and then we're going to go from there. Ja Morant is your MVP, averaging 29 points, 7 rebounds, 11 assists a game. Victor, Rookie of the Year for the San Antonio Spurs. Chris Paul, Sixth Man of the Year off the bench for the Warriors. Giannis, Defensive Player of the Year. Most improved player is Alperen Sengun. We end up with Julius Randle on the All-NBA third team this season. Checking out the player stats, Julius Randle led the way in scoring for the New York Knicks, averaging 22 points. He also had 10 rebounds and 7 assists. Honestly, it's pretty good. He shot 50% from the field as well. No complaints there from Julius Randle. He had a very good season for him, well deserving of the All-Star appearance. RJ Barrett had 18 points a game. Very good. He shot 35% from 3. I still wish he could shoot with 38, 39, but it was a good season for RJ Barrett. Jalen Brunson, 18 points, 8 assists. I wish the scoring was a little bit higher, but it will do. Mitchell Robinson at 16 points and 9 rebounds. That 16 points is clearly a career high. He had a great year. That's the best year of his career, and good for Mitchell Robinson. Hart, 14 points, 9 rebounds, 5 assists. That's exactly what you're expecting from Josh Hart. Quickly off the bench at 12 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists. Very good. DiVincenzo, 11, 4, and 3 off the bench. Grimes only had 6. I didn't really play him that many minutes, though. It's hard. If you want to play Grimes or Hart, I think it's more of a win now kind of thing. But if you disagree with me in the comments, feel free to let me know. I'm okay with that. Hartenstein had 6 points and 5 rebounds a game off the bench. And we are still the second seed. We're a little bit further behind the Celtics now, as they were 65-17. But the New York Knicks, we went 57-25 this season, the second seed, and we'll be taking on whoever wins the playing game here. We'll be taking on the Orlando Magic in the first round of the playoffs. check out the Magic roster. Still the same. Fultz, Anthony Black, Wagner, Paolo Banchero, Wendell Carter Jr., and off the bench, Cole Anthony, Jonathan Isaac, Moritz Wagner, Gary Harris. I mean, this is still in Suggs. This is a good team, I think, going forward. I still think the Magic are a little bit, a few years away, but the Magic are going to be a very, very good team in a short period of time. But I do think the Knicks here, we can pull this off. We should be able to move on to the next round, and we're going to simulate the round and see what happens. And just like that, we sweep the Orlando Magic in the first round. So we'll be moving on to play the Milwaukee Bucks. The Milwaukee Bucks, this is the same exact roster. Holiday, Grayson Allen, Chris Middleton, Giannis, Brook Lopez, Bobby Portis. Got Malik Beasley, Jay Crowder, Pat Connaughton, Beauchamp. They're still a very good team. You never know what's going to happen. We're going to simulate, and hopefully the New York Knicks can move on to the Eastern Conference Finals. And we will. We'll be taking on the Boston Celtics here in the Eastern Conference Finals. The Celtics were always the #1 seed this season, and this roster is incredible. Derek White, Jaylen Brown, Tatum, Porzingis, Rob Williams, Malcolm Brogdon, Al Horford, Banton. This team is just so good. I don't think we're going to win, but we're going to see what happens. On the other side of the bracket, they have the Los Angeles Clippers and the Phoenix Suns, two big teams going forward for the Western Conference this season. But we're going to see which two teams end up in the NBA Finals. And we come back, and we're going to actually beat the Boston Celtics in 7 games. You see that last game went 140 to 107. Mitchell Robinson had 30 points and 15 rebounds. I think, wow, that's incredible. Barrett, 27-4. Randall had triple-double. It's incredible. And we'll be taking on the Los Angeles Clippers here in the NBA Finals. I did not expect the Knicks to actually make the Finals, making it rebuild a lot easier for me because I didn't do anything to still make the Finals. The Clippers got Westbrook, Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, Plumlee, Zubac, Kenyon Martin Jr., Norman Powell, Harrison Barnes. You got Trade here, Terrence Mann. This is just such a good team. I mean, we beat the Celtics. You never know. Game 1, we're going to take Game 1. Game 2, we will also take Game 2. Game 3, we're going to take Game 3. And Game 4, we have won. The New York Knicks have won the NBA championship. We are the NBA champions. Julius Randle is your finals MVP. He averaged 31 points a game, 9 rebounds, and 7 assists in the NBA Finals. That is incredible. Last game he had 34, 10, 7. Mitchell Robinson had 30 points and 7 rebounds. The scoring for him was incredible, and I do think that helps Brunson and DiVincenzo, really helping him. Grimes, quickly, this is just such a good team, and we are NBA champions. If you enjoyed the video, please be sure to like and subscribe for future content. The New York Knicks are NBA champions next season, according to NBA2K23.